Okay, welcome to my NEA 2022. I'm with my server testing and code walkthrough here. So we'll get the test server and we will get the client. So on the server, some imports. Then we have some valuable variables here. So we have local IP, which is the IP of the server you're on. Set to server, so we know it's a server. Get the port. This can be any number really, as long as it's an open port. And then create a server S with socket. I'm going to bind the server and port to the S. So this connects it basically to the server. And then if this is an error, accept. Then we're going to start listening for connections. If you're listening for connections, this means that someone can connect. So up to here, what should happen is a output of just waiting for a connection, server started, and until we get a connection, nothing else will happen. So if I run this, you see, we're not waiting for a connection. Next, we have a variable called global cards, and cards is kind of crucial for sending and receiving data back to the client. We're initializing it in here again because it wasn't working. So first we're just going to send a connection to make sure we're connected. We're going to set reply equal to a blank string. And then have a loop while true. We're going to print in here for testing purposes the cards that we're receiving. Well, the cards is going to be this, which should be blank. And then we're going to try and connect to the server. So we're going to try and receive information that should be sent from the client. We're going to print this out in the console. If there's no data, it won't work, it will disconnect. Otherwise, we're going to say we receive the data and print the received data. If the data we receive is get, which will be sent from the client, we'll say the client wanted a get. And if the cards are still blank, then we're going to encode a reply to keep the server open, saying X, just to keep the server connection open, not just like always go back and forth. Otherwise, we're going to say that cards is equal to data and send this back. So this will send back all the data of the cards for the players, so you'll be able to update all the players at once. And also say we're sending the reply back in. If there's no data, it will break and we'll close the connection. This here is the threaded client, and it's just do with the connection. If it accepts the connection, then it will start a new threaded client with the current player. It starts this. So, better example of this is set up a here. So we'll start one client. As you can see, when you start an online client, it is straight away is sending get from this and is sending back nothing. And on this end, it's receiving back X, which we're sending to it. We can also show this with another client if we want to at once. If it will run, it might be a bit laggy, but here we go. And again, this one too, also receiving it from the server, and it's now receiving 2 gets every tick. Now I'll close one. Now you can see when a symbol matches, it will now start sending all the card data. So if I match a turtle, again reset cards here. I'm going to take a quick moment to freeze it. So you can see in the bottom left, we have first of all the signs on our card, the left hand side card, yin, yang, yet, web, you can see they match. We'll then have an interrupt followed by the next part, which will be this middle card, and the deck card at the end. So that's the code walkthrough. And now I'll do some proper testing. So when the server starts, does the server open? Yep. Can we connect the client to it? Yes, we can. Can we connect 2 clients? Yes, we can. Can we connect more than 2 clients if we needed?
That was the working one. Yes. Yeah. Is that now? Yeah.
And yes, you can see we can now connect all the clients It is the match, and you can see that all the clients are the same. Another aspect of testing, so when one client updates, will it match? So you can see dog matches, yep, they update for player 1, heart player 2 matched, they will update, yep. For another one, show it works. If I click the wrong symbol, does it match? So there's no turtle, there's no this, no lock. There is ellipse, so that matches, and on player 1 side, is it the same? There's no dolphin. But there is no dragon, no fire, there is a maple leaf, there is no person, no igloo, no sun, no daisy. No. And I click anywhere else, nothing happens either. Until I correct, matches well. This whole time you can see the server is updating what it's sending and receiving, and the players are receiving different things. Thank you.